So here we have an application here. See guys, today we are going to move on, intents concept. Okay, so first of all, basically, what is intent? See, intent is a class, a switching between or a navigation between one activity to another activity. Intent is a class, a switching between or a navigation between one class to another class. That is what intents. Okay, see how we can write programmatically. We have worked on this. See guys, start new Android Studio project. Intents app. Acadlit.com. So click on the next button. Sorry?
Hello?
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, the last session video was not uploaded. We have seen the same video of the same batch. So can't we upload the same, the last session video?
Yeah, is there a right? Is there a here, right? Yeah, is there a not? Here is there a not?
Yeah, sir, it's there, but it's not the same that you have taught.
Okay. So do one thing, Okay. Do one thing. Yeah. Tell me.
So the sport team said that the video is corrupt. They have uploaded the same session video of other class.
Oh, okay.
Of other class, it is actually.
Yeah. Okay. Do one thing. I'll send that new batch. I mean, after next batch students video to here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Perfect. Okay. So click on the next button. It's good. Empty activity. So click on the next button. So main activity and what? Activity main, and finally click on what? Finish button. Okay. See, in intents, we have mainly two type of intents. What is that? Two type of intents. Okay. So we have what mainly two type of intents. One is explicit intents and second one is implicit intents. One is explicit intents and second one is what? Implicit intents. So what exactly the explicit intent is? What exactly the explicit intent is? Explicit intent is nothing but a switching between two or more user-defined activities. Okay, switching between two or more or one or more user-defined activities. On the time we are going to call that intent is what? Explicit intent. Implicit means what? When you are going to switching between user-defined to predefined. A switching between user-defined activity to predefined activity, that we are going to call as what? Implicit intents. So coming to explicit. In explicit, we have again three things. One is normal switching, and second one is switching with the data, and third one is switching with result data. So first, what is normal switching? See, so in my activity, I created one button. In my second activity, I created one more button. When I click on the first activity button, you have to navigate to the second activity. When I click on the second activity button, you have to navigate to the first activity. That is what? Normal switching. And switching with the data means what? When you are going to pass the data from one activity to another activity, on that time you are going to use a concept called what? switching with data. And switching with result data means what? So here also we are going to pass the data between 1 to 1, but we are expecting the result from back to the first activity. That is what we explain in detail the programmatically, right? So understand guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you
Yes,
explain
sir.
switching with data and switching with result data?
Yeah, that is what I will explain you. Once I will show the diagrammatical representation, then we can get easily. Okay.
Okay.
That is what normal switching. See, we have activity A here, activity B here. In activity A, I entered I created one button here. When I click on this button, I have to navigate to activity B. When I click on this button, I navigate to activity A. That is what normal switching. Switching with data means what? Enter the first name, enter the second name. When I click on the next button, whatever the data you entered, I transfer this data to first activity to second activity. That is what switching with data. Okay, and switching with result data means what? So I enter the deposit amount as 10,000 rupees. When I click on the deposit button, whatever the amount you enter, the same amount will be displayed on the second activity. And in the second activity, so we have one more edit text called what? Transfer amount. So if I click on the transfer amount, if I enter the transfer amount as 5,000, if I click on the transfer, so 10,000 minus 5,000, how much? 5,000, right? The 5,000 amount will back to first activity, and the place of 10,000 we are going to replace into what? 5,000. The result will be displayed over here. That is what? Switching with result data. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So how we can work on these things, right? See, programmatically. See. Yeah. See, guys. So here coming to what XML part. So right now I'm going to remove the entire thing. Okay. So see here I'll go with this linear layout.
So why we use linear layout when we can use relative layout?
See, almost in the real-time cases, okay, so according to the requirement, we have to use. So we have not only linear layout is there, we have relative layout is there. So the relative layout, the purpose is for when you are going to use the drag and drop options, drag and drop things, on the time you are going to use relative layout. So according to the requirement, we have to use the things, but I didn't focus on relative layout still now. So in the further class, I will focus on relative layout also, no issue, okay? And we have a table layout is also there. So the table layout is what is outdated one. Why? Because of, so the combination of rows and columns. We can achieve the combination of rows and columns by using what? Linear layout. So you don't want to work on, again, you don't want to work on what? Table layout. So table layout is outdated one, right? So that is what. So whatever the thing we require to use, that is the only thing we are going to use on that. And the remaining are all can left, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So here I created a button here. I created one button. The button name is ID, and that is ID, VTN, next. And what height is what? Wrap content. Width is what? Wrap content. Is what? Text is what? Next. The layout gravity is what? Center. Margin left as what? Sorry. Margin top as what? 155 dp. Come like this, right? So we can arrange this one background color.
So,
Hmm.
say, like you used um, that gravity one. What was that?
Yeah, I'm arranging that button to middle. That is what layout gravity center.
So, but we can also use center horizontal layout and vertical
Yeah,
layout, center horizontal layout.
we use that, but singly we can zoom here, na. So why we go for that the complexity over here?
Okay.
I'll take one more text view here. So height is what wrap content. This is what match parent. Text is what says first first layout. Text size is what 25 SP. Text style is what bold. Text color is what FFF. Text all caps full. Okay. Okay. So this is my first layout. When I click on the next button, you have to navigate to next page or not. So copy this ID over here and do what? This must be extends what ma? Activity. So here what? Button BTN next. So I have to initialize this one, right? How to initialize? By using find v by ID. Okay. Or dot ID dot BTN next. So gas to text view. Okay. So you have to apply the what listener? On click listener or not? See how we can apply the on click listener for this. One second, guys. Okay. So see here, I am applying what BTN next dot set on click listener. Okay, of this. Okay. So 1 second, guys. Yeah. Alt enter makes main activity implements for on click method. So we have a method is here, right? I'll write the logic here. See, like this. Intent, right? Sigma. Intent. So we can create the instance for this. Okay. I equal to new intent of. So I equal to new intent of. Okay. So here we can write the two parameters. We are going to pass the two parameters. So where we are. So we are going to pass the context, right? So what is the context now? Class name dot this, right? See, class name dot this. So current class reference, right? And so where we have to go? We are going to forward next activity dot class. Dot class.
I'm not understanding what is happening.
Yeah, that's what. Let's wait a second. See, here when I click on this button, what to do? So we are going to move on what next activity, right? So when you are going to move on the next when I click on the next button, you have to move the next activity, right? So on that time, you are going to write the logic like intent I equal to new intent, the syntax. So in this intent, you are going to pass two parameters. In the parameter, you are going to pass what first thing is what you are going to pass context. So what is the context? So where we are. So where you have to go. When I click on this button, where you have to go. So that is what that class name, right? So that class name dot class. So you are going to create this class or not? See, or put the cursor on the red line. Alt enter, create class, right? So just click on the create class. You're asking your package name. You can just create. So again, this class must be extensive what? Activity, right? Again what? On create, right? Next, set content view, right? Or dot layout dot. I'll go with what? Next layout. So again, create layout resource file. So your XML also created. So whatever the XML I created here, the same XML I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste here, and I'm going to change the some color code here, like FF00DD. Okay, this is my color, and I'm applying the text color as what 0 black color. Okay, this is my second layout, right? So here what is the button name here? BTN back, right? Understand everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I create what a back button. So the same logic, whatever the logic you written, the same logic you are going to written for this one also, right? You have to declare, right? BTN back equal to find v by id or dot id dot BTN back. Yes, to Scott. Next, what do you do? You are playing what? On click or not? Alt enter. Next activity implements what? On click. Same logic. What is the logic? Intent I equal to new intent. Right now we are in where? Next activity, right? Next activity dot. Just where you have to go? Main activity dot class. Only what? Start activity of what? Understand, guys? Are any doubts? Understood or not?
So how we are linking? So how we are linking the intent button with the back button?
See,
How we are linking the main activity class with the back button, like where it is related.
See, that is what I'm telling you, right? So in this intent class, we have two parameters. One is where we are, and second one is where you have to go. Okay. So where you are means what? So we are going to pass context. Means what? The current class reference. And where you have to go means the navigation class.
So we are going to pass this via button, right?
Yeah, via button only. Yeah, via button only. Yeah.
So how this thing is layout is passed to the button. How this layout is passed to the button, back button. I can't understand that.
See, first you can understand this one.
Yeah, I can understand that main activity. From main activity, we are going to next activity.
Okay, yeah. So
button.
One second. So we have right now when you click on this button, you have navigate to this page, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and we have what button is back button or not?
Yeah. Yeah.
We are playing on click or not? So when I click on this back button, so same logic, whatever the logic you apply for the main activity, same logic you can apply for here also, but you can change the class reference name. That's it. So where you have to go? Main activity, right? What is your back activity name? Main activity. That is what I'm going to return main activity dot class. And where we are, next activity dot this. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Then why? What is your confusion? Clear? Right?
Sir, clears. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine. The next thing is, so yeah, otherwise before that we can launch your AVD or not?
Second has to do, third has to do. तीन सब भूल गए एक सब बता थे भूल गए लो एडिशन तो कर सकते आराम से
So it will take some time to load the Gradle. Loading the device. Once you get the device, you can test the application. And anything else you required, guys, or completed this program? Anything we required? Anything to add to required? Anything else in this program?
No, what?
Anything else we added in this program or completed that? Completed this one?
Completed certification. One more thing, the start activity. What is the? It is a method or? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, tell me anything is there to add here or nothing else?
So there is a start activity method. Method or custom?
Yeah, it's a predefined method only.
Predefined method.
Yeah. Yeah, anything else we are going to add here or not? I'm asking you guys only. Tell me.
Sir, sir, if we use two buttons for the same back button, like, how can we do that?
Sorry.
Sir, like if we create another back button which is used to go to the first layout, so how can we do that?
In which activity?
In next activity.
We can create one more new activity here. That's it.
So where?
See, it is what? This is the first layout, right?
No, sir. I want to create another back button which will be created in next activity and will be used to go to the main activity.
Yeah, we can see. You have to create one more new layout, right? You're asking that one only, right? You have to create one more new layout, right?
Sir, but I want to go to the earlier layout only.
You have to go for
like to first layout only. Like create two buttons to go to the same layout.
See, one thing. Can you ask your question clearly once, please?
Sir, I want to create another button in the second layout, next layout.
Okay.
Which will go to the, which will like link the first layout. Which will link with the first layout.
Okay, that is what we written, right? That is what we written in already. This is what the first layout only, right? Main activity is what layout? First layout only, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But another button.
Yeah, we can create a number of buttons over here. No, that is not a matter, right? So we can create. Yeah, see, we can create the number of buttons here only. See, we have to copy here, and we are going to paste. We have to create number of buttons, and we can apply the same logic for the button also. No issue. Okay.
But if I click the second button, it will go to the first.
Yeah, tell me one by one. Yeah.
So if we press the second button, it will go to the first layout only.
Yeah, see, whatever the logic you can write here in the button, see, I'll go with this, like a button show. This button name is what? Show. And the same thing is what? Show. Okay, it's the second button, right? So I create the logic for this in your next activity. It is what? BTN show or not? Understood what I'm writing here? Okay. You write what? Switch case, right? Switch case. V dot get ID. You can write like this: case or dot ID dot BTN back. You can perform some action. You can perform some action, and again copy here. We can perform one more new action, that is what? BTN show. So for when you click on the back button, you can write this logic, right? So cut this logic here. You have to paste. Okay. So whatever the logic, you can perform the same action for this button also. You can write the same logic. No issue. Understand? Okay, that's it. Okay. See, I can convert the object name here, like I1. Okay. See, I run the application.
So can we create an indent object once and use it again?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. See how this. See. We create the intent object in the on-click event itself, like intent I. So by using this one intent I, we can use like this. We can use this one. We can use like this. Okay.
So this can be used to navigate to different layout also.
Yeah, we can. No issue.
Sir, one thing I want to know.
Okay, tell me.
So there is a Genymotion button in your Android Studio.
Yeah.
But I have installed Genymotion and the button is not there in mine.
So no. See. Once you install the Genymotion software from the Genymotion website, after that you have to set up the Genymotion to our Android Studio. That I explained in the class already, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have to try on that. If you not means, I'll help you out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So go through my video once. You have to check out the steps over there. So if you find any issue over there, please let me know. I will go through that. Okay.
Our last video is changed. It is not for our class.
Sorry.
Our
Last
last
video
video.
is changed. Last video is changed from your early sessions.
Last class video. It is not our video. It is a
Yeah,
different.
yeah. One thing. That is what. So I'll communicate with previous class students and to share that video in our group also. Okay, no issue. Okay. See, my layout is loaded here. Okay. Okay. This is my first layout, right? So when I click on the next button, what happened? You have to navigate to next page or not? But we don't want to get that page. We get a force close. See? You get what? Unfortunately, intent app has stopped. Why? Why? Because we have some issue out there. Why? I'll tell you. We'll find some issue out there. Just click on the error block here. So we have here is what? Activity not found exception. Means you're unable to find the explicit intent activity class com.acad.intent app. So next activity, you have to declare this activity in your manifest file. Do you forget that one? I already discussed with you at the base starting class only, but you will have to forget that. See how many activities you created in your application. All the activities you people have to register in your manifest file. That is a very important part you are going to remember. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes, sir, but just show me once again.
Error, right? Error.
No error. How to add this manifest XML?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah. That is what XML should. So select the project here. Okay. Under app, you selected under app src main. Okay, manifest file is error. Simple. Nothing more than that. We have to add, here activity. This one, next activity, like this. Within the application tag, we can add your XML file. That's it. So run the application and see the output right now.
Sir, in the last example, where we create a WhatsApp-like structure.
Sorry?
Sir, in the last class, when we create a WhatsApp-like design.
Yeah.
There we have not registered activity.
No. See, there we can use only single activity. We can't use two activities over there, right? But here we can use two activities, right?
We are using two activities there.
No. Only single activity. Check out that. Oh, see, I use two activities, but in manifest file I change that. I change that one into sometimes I change this. So
Yes,
that is what. Yeah, that is what, no problem. But we have to navigate, right? That is what very important point. Okay. Yeah. See, when I click on the next button, you have to navigate to what? This was second left. When I click on the back show button, you have to navigate to what? Back. When I click on the back button here, also it can go over what? Next activity. Clear, guys? So
Yes, sir. Yes,
this
sir.
is what you know, like normal switching. And second one is what? Data passing. See, switching with data. Switching with what? Data. See how?
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, when we declare the class in manifest while like main activity, why we give dot main activity? Can't we write this
So
direct main
see,
activity or dot?
we can write like this also, fully qualified also. Com dot. Sorry. What's your package name? Com dot. Academic dot. Intents app dot. That is what? Next activity. We can declare like this also. That is what you know. When you declare like this, it is a fully qualified name. When you declare like this, it's a partially qualified name. Okay, we can declare according to the requirement.
Okay, sir.
So Sumit, we can discuss that on the animation topic or animation point of view. Okay, animations. We have a concept called animations. Then we can discuss. And next one is what? How we are going to pass the data between one activity to another activity. See, further I will take what you know, like edit text. So I will take ID, that is ID, first name, right? Height is what? Wrap content, width is what? Match parent, gender is what? 2580 and margin is what? 2580, margin is what? 2580, margin is what? The first name. Okay, you can apply the padding also even, like like this. So the size will be decreasing and increasing like this, like and the second thing is what? Enter second name, right? So copy here and paste here, like EP, and this is what? Second name, right? So before your main activity, you have to take what here? Edit text, right? So declare that edit text here. Edit text is the first name and EP second name. Okay, and you have to initialize this, right? So EP first name equal to find me by ID or dot ID dot EP first name. So that casts to second name. Same thing for what more? EP second name, and here what? EP second name. See, if I enter the button, if I click on the button, what we do? Whatever the value you entered in the edit text, we can get that value in the string format or not? Like this, string first name equal to et first name dot get text dot to string, and the same thing what? Like this. After that, what we are going to transfer this value to where? Next activity, right? So when you are going to transfer the values from one activity to another activity, by through intent only you are going to pass. By through intent means what? In intent class, we have a one method called put extra. Put extra is a method to transfer your values from one activity to another activity. Put extra is a method to transfer the values from one activity to another activity. How we can transfer the values from one activity to another activity? See, like this. I dot put extra. Here what more? Key comma value pair. So see, key comma value pair. Key comma value pair. How many values are going to transfer? Two values, right? So the 2 times you are going to pass. And in the place of value, you are going to pass what? Whatever the name whatever the string value you can get from the edit text, you can pass that value over here. The same thing for what more? Second name. And what about key? The key is, so whatever the value you can pass. So you can pass anything over in the place of key. But in the real time, you don't want to pass anything else. So you have to pass whatever the value we will get from the, we can get the value, the same thing we are going to pass as what? Key also. Same thing. The second name first. And what more? Start activity. Clear? Understand guys here? Or not?
So what is the purpose of passing the key?
Yeah. By passing the key, with the reference of key only, we can get this value to the next activity, in the next activity. Clear?
So key name can be different.
Yeah, key is your wish. See, that's what I know. We can give your own key name also. So you, but in the real time, whatever the value we have, the same thing, the same name you are going to pass as a key also. So we can pass it like that. So we can change your key also, your wish, according to your requirement. Okay. Fine. So coming to the next note. Yeah.
Is there any specific type to transfer the data? It is necessary to make a string or any type of data we can transfer?
Yeah, we can transfer int, float, double, string, anything else. No issue.
And if I want to transfer a packet data, means as like a structure or as like a class, so can I transfer this?
See, we can transfer the data from like array also, group of values also we can transfer. Like
Yeah, multiple data types. Array having the same data type, but I have name, I have age, and I have other information. Can I make a packet and transfer it?
See, that is what I'm telling you. So first assume first name is a string, second name is an int. So here what?
Yeah, understand. I need to write a number of put extras.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand that, but I want a bulk data in single key.
No, not possible. Yeah. Coming to what next activity? So go for the XML point. So the same thing we are going to copy here, right? So two text field edit text I will take here, and I paste it in my. So I remove this slots. I don't need this one right now. So in the second layout part, so I paste it here, and the first number and second number, and coming to what activity here. So I remove this one also over here. Okay. Here what more? So we can get same thing, right? See, so before on click only we'll get the values or not. So that's why I write the logic in where on create method itself. See, first we can get that activity values to here, right? So first we can call that intent. How we can call? Like this, get intent dot. What is the method we have to use for transferring the values? Put extra, right? Here we have to use what? Get extras. What? Get extras. And we have to save in where bundle. Why we can save only in bundle? See, bundle is a class holding multiple values in a single class object. Bundle is a class holding multiple values in a single class object. So that's why I'm going to save in bundle class object. So from this bundle, I'm going to get one by one value like this. Saved instance state dot. If you pass the string, right, like this get string, and what is the key there? Based on the key, you are going to get. And same thing. I can save here like string f name equal to, and what here, string s name equal to. So what is the key ma? Key is what? First name. Same key you are going to pass here. And then what is second key? Second name. Same key you are going to pass, copy here and to paste. And finally you are going to set it where ma? So you have to initialize the edit text values or not? See how to initialize like this. Edit text et first name. Second name. You have to remove this. How to remove this? You don't need, right? So I have to remove this. So et first name equal to find me by id or dot id dot et first. I find a set into what ma? Et first name dot set text of f name and same thing for what ma? The second name dot set text of s name. Clear ma? Any doubts here?
If we give the same key, then what will happen? Like first name, then again.
Sorry,
the
sorry.
previous-
Sorry, I'm not getting you.
Sir, I am saying that if we give in the previous activity, can you go? Now I am writing here that I dot put extra first name, then first name, and then
Okay.
second line I dot put extra first name, second name, and when we will receive, then which value will come?
But receive only the first name only, again will come here only. First name only. And the second
Okay,
name
so-
also will get only first name only. See, so when you are going to get the values, on the time the key is very important. So without
Yeah, but-
key, we can't get. Suppose if you write the same, see, if you write here in the second activity, if you write here, both values as first name only. What is the result? First name values will be set over here only, right? In et first name we have set first name. Second name also we can set what? Only first name only, not best name. Why? Because of what is the key value you are going to pass? First key value you are going to pass over here, okay?
But here the compiler will be confused in the main activity that what value he has to get.
See, that is what. So compiler check out that. So whatever the key you are going to pass, based on that key only will get the values. Compiler will get the values only, okay? So see, if you are going to pass here second name, so based on the key, we will get the values over here. So the compiler doesn't know anything. Whatever the key you pass, based on the key, the compiler will check whether the key is there or not. If there is, we can get the value and we can set it in the things over. Otherwise, see, the compiler doesn't know anything, okay?
Okay.
So must you have to pass what? So based on the key value only, you are going to get the reference, okay?
Okay.
Understand or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
So here is a get in. Here is a get intent dot get extras.
Okay.
My confusion is here. How the next activity knows the data coming from the main activity? If suppose one page having
you have an intent right here, right? Main activity dot this, comma, next activity class.
I understand that. My question is another again. Go to the next activity first. If suppose next activity page, okay, next activity call by two other pages, same page call by two other activities, and how he
Okay.
identify which one is call me?
Sorry, I'm not getting your question. Once again, repeat please.
Sir, next activity is one activity which is
Okay.
called by main activity. Suppose the same next activity called by another activity, and how he
Okay.
identifies which activity call him?
Sir, he is asking about the sender activity. Which one is sender activity, sir?
See, actually, for each and every activity having their own unique names, right? And one more thing, so when you click on the button, okay, in that button, you are going to pass two parameters. One is where we are, and second one is where you have to go. So in the where we have to go class means what? So by passing that intent, by passing where we are and where you have to go means what? In that method or in that on click only, we can write the logic by passing the values or not. See, here, see, observe, clearly observe here. In this one, intent I equal new intent. So in the next activity, I'm going to add these two values to the next activity only. I didn't see. If you write one more new click, so the same button, what will happen? So I can arrange what? On click for what? Intent I equal new intent. The third activity I'm going to write. In the third activity, I don't want to pass any values over here. Understand? You can't understand or not?
Not sir, I will study first and then I will discuss again.
Sir, he is asking
Okay.
Question is
next activities called from two activities.
Yeah.
How the parameters?
See, in this next activity, you have to already create a button called what? Black button or not?
Sir, that is all right. He is asking next activities called from two different activities with different parameters.
listen sir, I have a one activity which is a display activity.
Okay.
This can show the information.
Okay.
Before display calling, I have make up one report layout. It's called as a display layout.
Okay.
Yes. Same display layout called by first activity and called by second activity.
Where we can
There are
create
two activities which is directly send the data or to the display activity. Then
Yeah.
display how to know?
One second. The two buttons, where we create two buttons in your main activity or not?
There is a two buttons.
In your main activity only, right?
No. In main activity there is no two button. I have a first activity, there are one button. I have second activity, there are one button. Both buttons called display activity.
Both buttons called display activity only. We can see. In your main activity, we have navigate to the display activity, and so if you are going to open the next activity without linking, how we can? So must and should when you are going to open one new activity, so must and should we have to link up with using what intents. Without link up, we can't able to see that activity. Understand?
No sir, my question is not clear. Get clear. I will mail you sir what I want. Then you can understand that problem.
Yeah. Okay, fine. No issues. Okay, fine. Tell me.
Sir, please scroll down a little bit.
Sorry?
Please, can you scroll the screen downward?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, we have saved instant state is equal to. Sir, please scroll upward.
Sorry.
Hello.
You're right.
Please.
Yeah.
Sir, please scroll the screen a little bit up.
Okay.
So more. Yes, sir. So here we have saved instance state is equal to get instant intent dot get extras.
Okay.
So what are we achieving by doing this?
See, what we are achieving is, so by using this line, so we can get whatever the values we are going to transfer here from here to there. So all the values we can store in saved instance, we can store in the bundle object. So how we can get this one? By using get intent dot get extras. By using get intent dot get extras,
So
we
the
can.
values which we created in the main activity, we stored it in the bundle, and then in the next activity we access it via this get
Yeah,
extras.
yeah, exactly. Any more queries? Let me test the application and see the outputs.
Sir, how many data type can we get, like dot get int, dot get it?
Yeah, see, we can pass like int is there, string is there, float is there, double is there. Okay, get string array is there. We can use so many things. Sima,
Okay.
I enter like enter first name, right? Enter the first name as what? Money. Enter the second name as what? Kanta. If I click on the, if I click on the money and Kanta, when I click on the next button, what happened? What are the values you entered here? The same values you fetch it to what? Next activity, right? See, money, Kanta. Clear, guys?
Sir, how can we pass the class from one activity to another activity?
By using this line of code. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Fine. So this is about what? Switching with the data concept, right? And the next one is how to pass the data when we get the result back again, right? That is what we have focused on this. So that we explain this one. See. So I create a new underscore project. That is what result data.
So
Yeah.
So can't we pass the result data via like duplicating the code in the second activity for the first activity?
Yeah, that is what I'm explaining. That is a new concept. So the new syntax will be joined over here. That is what I'm explaining. New activity.
So like we'll create a button that will pass the value from second activity to first activity.
Yeah, we can see. We can achieve that concept by through shared preference also. So shared preference is also a new concept in our Android. That I didn't explain that concept. So once we complete this, we can go to that one also. Okay.
Okay.
So click on the next button. So for that what click on the next button. So select the MP activity. So click on the next button. So here what main activity only, and here what click on the finish one. Okay. Okay. So okay, see coming to there and see the things out here. So here I'll take one edit text called what enter for deposit button.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, can we have the same ID for different XML files, like for main activity and next activity in the previous minute?
Yeah, we can. See, we can apply the same IDs for different XMLs. We can't apply the same IDs within the single XML.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what I call the text view to take button changes. So ID and the request ID, deposit, and what height is what content, this what match parent, and text is what deposit. Okay, and this what gravity is for center. Function left is for 25 dB, function 25 dB, right 25 dB, and applying what padding is like 12 dB. Okay, text size is what 25 sp. Okay, and text color is what black color. Okay, and sorry, it's a bold, right? Bold. Text color is what black color. Background is what grab by this color. Okay, when I click on the deposit button, what happened? I have to navigate to the next activity, right? See, like this. It is what like we'll go with this. Edit text, right? Edit text. Deposit and text view. Deposit. Okay. Now to initialize this one, right? Deposit equal to finally by ID dot ID deposit, and this what deposit, and this what deposit, and we can change this one to text view.
So won't we create a button?
Huh?
Sir, we won't be creating a button for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm applying a button, right? On click. See, that is what you can apply the on click not only for buttons. We can apply the button for all the view components in Android. We can apply the button on click for on click list for text view, edit text, checkboxes, radio buttons for what are the view component we have in Android. We can apply for all the view component. We can apply what on click event handling. Okay.
On click, what the on click does is like it is used to go to second layout.
Yeah, that is. We have to perform some action. That's it. When I click on this one, you have to perform some action. That action may be to display toast. That action may be to navigate to one activity your wish. See.
Sir, but then what is the purpose of creating a button if it conflict as a
See,
purpose of
that is,
navigating.
yeah, that is what, actually, if you are going to apply the text view as you can convert that, but you can convert the text view as a button, so the look and feel is very nice, right? So you can go with the
Yeah.
button, direct button. The look and feel is not will give a better performance. It will give older
Okay.
performance, right? So that is how we can convert this one, okay?
Okay.
Sure. So that is what I got text of key comma. What is the value here? We didn't get right. So string deposit amount equal to what is that? Et deposit amount dot get text dot to string up. So that is what now here. Deposit amount. The same key I'm going to use here, paste here, start activity of what now I. Okay, but you don't want to write here start activity for IMA. You can write for start activity for result. What is that? Start activity for result. Why we call start activity for result means, see, in this activity again we are expecting some result from your second activity, right? So that's why whatever the result we have in the second activity, the result will be again displayed where? First activity, right? That's why we can use what? Start activity for result. In a start activity for result, you are going to pass intent object, and second one is what? Request code map. So the request code, what database is what? Int, right? So I'm going to pass one request code as for 2. Or you can pass 3, 1, 2, anything else. You can pass one number, that's it. For confirmation.
I didn't get it.
See, so start activity for
result.
yeah. Start activity for result means what? You have to inform to the next activity. What you are going to inform? Array, I'm expecting the result from you again back. So when you are once you have to inform like that, you have to call the method like this. Start activity for result. In the name itself we have. I'm starting my activity for what purpose? For result. Okay. So in this method, you have to pass 2 parameters. One is intent object, and second one is a request code. By using of this request code only, we are going to get the result. Okay, that we discuss on the coming next one. Next one I discuss. Okay. So up to now you can understand this one.
So why it is I comma 2?
That is what I comma 2 is nothing but what? I comma 2 is not I comma 2, man. You say you are going to pass intent object. Intent is a 1 parameter, and second parameter is what? Request code.
Okay.
The request code is you can pass only int number. So I will explain later the purpose of request code. Okay.
So we have given the value of the parameter 2.
Yeah, not 2. You can pass any number.
Why? What does it mean? Like,
see, that is what it's a request code. So where we are in a source activity, right? We are going to pass one request code. So by using of this request code, we can get that second activity result like this.
Yeah.
So again we can call one more method called on activity result. What is that? on activity result. In this method, what is that? Request code is there or not? Request code, result code, and what? Data. I'll write logic. If request code equal to 2, then only I will get that result data. Otherwise, else what happen? Toast dot make text get application data. That is what? Invalid data. What is that? Invalid data. Understand?
So by it is like if request code is equal to 2. So by creating this, we are we can have option of whether getting the data or not getting the data depending on the value, whether it is true or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So what good does it do?
I explained that one in the next activity. Okay, wait a second.
Okay.
So that is what we have. So you have to navigate to the next activity. So in the uncreate method, so what you do is the same logic, right? Again, we have to take this edit text here and copy in the next layout. Okay, do one thing, copy the entire stuff, paste here. It is what btn transfer. It's what db transfer, and we'll take one more new edit text here. It is what et transfer, enter, transfer amount. Okay, see
The spelling is different. ID.
Yeah. So here what edit text, et deposit amount, and et transfer, and we have text view, transfer, et deposit amount equal to find by id or dot id dot et deposit. So after that what et transfer, this what transfer equal to find by id or dot id dot transfer. Can apply the on click or not transfer dot set on click is of what this main explanatory intermediate for on click method. So first what we do, we can get the values or not. First, same logic. What is that? Get intent dot get extras. We are going to save in where ma? Saved instant state. Saved instant state dot get string, right? What is the key ma? Deposit amount, right? And I'm going to save in where? String deposit amount. And finally I set it where ma? Set text of what? Deposit amount. Okay. So after that what? When I click on this button, what happened? Whatever the value you entered in the edit text, I will get that value to a string, right? I will get the two values over here. D amount equal to et deposit amount dot get text dot toString, and string T amount equal to et transfer amount dot get text dot toString. Okay, I convert this into what ma? Integer or not? Int deposit amount equal to integer dot parseInt of D amount. The same way int transfer amount equal to integer dot parseInt of t amount. Next, int net balance equal to deposit amount minus transfer amount. Okay, clear guys? Understanding or not?
So can you go back to the main activity for a second? So here what you did via string deposit amount is equal to et deposit dot get text dot toString. In the onClick view v onClick method, for the first statement, what does it tell?
Means I'm not getting you. Means what? I mean an on-click method.
So onClick method. So in the below the override, there is a onClick method. Okay.
Okay.
Inside it, the first statement string dep amount is equal to et deposit.
Yeah.
That statement, what is its purpose?
You are attending the first class. Who is this? Can I know the name here, please?
The Pranjal.
You are attending the first class.
Yes, I did. So I just want to clarify because I'm getting confused right now.
Yeah. But okay, fine. Okay, see et deposit dot get text dot toString means whatever the value you entered in the edit text, we can get that value like this, get text dot toString, and you convert this entered string into string only. Why? Because of whatever the value you entered in the edit text, that value by default is not a string. The value is by default it's a character sequence. So DVM can't understand the character sequence format. DVM understand always what format? String format. That's why I convert this one into string. Okay. Okay or not? Hello? Hello? Ranjal, okay? Okay or not?
Move on, sir. Move on.
Hello? Ranjal, are you there? Hello, Pranjal, are you there or not?
I think he's not there.
Okay, fine. No issue. Okay, you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Fine. See, we'll get the net balance amount, right? So we will display this net balance amount in your main activity, right? So already we informed that here only start activity for result. So again, you don't want to call again start activity. Just you call what? Intent. Intent I equal to new intent. That's it. And you can pass like I dot put extra of key comma value pair. Copy here and paste here. And in the place of start activity, we can write like this: set result. What is that? Set result. Here you are going to pass what? Result code. Here request code. The 2 is request code. Here you can pass the result code as what? Your wish. I'm going to pass 3. Your unique number. And finally what? I. Okay, intent of it you are going to pass. And finally I'm going to finish my activity. So immediately your activity will navigate to what page? This page, main activity page. If request code equal to 2 and result code equal to 3, so then only I'm going to get what? Data dot get extras, and we are going to save in where, ma? Bundle, right? So bundle b equal to, so b dot get int of what is the key, ma? Net balance, and I'm going to store this net balance into where? Int net balance equal to Clear, guys? Are you out?
The request code and result code can be same.
This request code is for start activity for result. This
That is,
this response code is for set result.
so both can be same or
We can both. You can both go with same or we can different your wish.
okay, sir.
So net balance. So these net balance are displayed where more deposit dot set text of net balance.
Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
This on activity result method will be called only when it's coming from next activity.
Yeah, exactly. I'll run the application. So I'll run the application, see the output. Find the deposit amount as 10,000 rupees. When I click on the deposit amount, what happened? The 10,000 will fetch over here. In this one, I entered about 4,900 rupees. When I click on the transfer button, see 5,100 rupees will be your actual balance, net balance. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is about
Yes,
what? This is about what? Explicit intents. Okay, now. So next tomorrow we can focus on like implicit intents. Okay, so that is what we are going to focus on that. So see, this is the four concepts are almost we lost or pending intent only we are will incomplete that. So the pending intent concept I explained in the broadcast receiver concept. Okay, so that we discuss on the tomorrow. I mean for further classes, but we have one pending is what? Implicit intents that we discuss on the tomorrow's class. In the meanwhile, we can focus on the menu designing also tomorrow only. Okay.
so tomorrow we have class here Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Can we use that on activity result on second class, like the next activity?
Yeah, we can't give that one here. So see, when you are going to expect any result from any activity, so the expecting activity result expecting activity there only we can apply what on activity result. Okay, so we can't give that on activity result in non activities. Okay.
Wherever we give that set result with the intent,
Exactly.
the next activity that will be catching, there we have to declare that. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye. Take care. Good night.
Okay, sir.
Good night, sir.